Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Kadero Hodge has it complete. They get 14 back, but it leads down to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Ritter with it after the play fake. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Ritter back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Red, cycle. Steel, black. Ready?
Ritter throwing on third down. That is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ritter to throw it. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
In motion, Hollins.
You don't swing. On the ball. Set.
First down. Here's Ritter. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
3-3. Smack. Break. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Sliding out of the pocket. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at... Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Just the first quarter. So important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Second and 7. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
In any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Fields on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 6-0 our score after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Foreman powering ahead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Don't jump. Ready?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Easy. Go.
Hand off running left, Foreman. Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Deontay Foreman from 17 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Red, yellow, 6, mega.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
62 blaster. Blue striker. .22 needle. Claws red. Set cut.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's blown downfield by London. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check white.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Montez Sweat with a tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Ritter will set up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go, set.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Back to the ground with Robinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And London, the motion man right. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Watch out now. 50 cluster. 6. Set.
Ritter off the play fake. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Drill green. Check pink. Set go.
Ritter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Fields throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd down and 3. Throwing again is Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Fields. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Across midfield, and finally brought down at the 38. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here we go. Trouble, 38. Red, cycle. Steel, black. Ready?
On first down, Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Green Jack. Needle blue.
Ritter back to throw. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Walker able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Smash, red.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second and 5. He'll get about 3 to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down, Ritter. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going play action. Ritter. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
To return is Taylor. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, here's Foreman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Don't jump. Ready?
On the handoff, here's Foreman. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Atlanta. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. 2nd down in the yard. They run again with Foreman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on his drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here we go.
This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Fields. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On the counter, this is Robinson. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Ritter going to change it up. 2nd and 9 now. Caught out left side by Robinson. Nice little juke. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready, go. 6, Madden. Ready.
1st down, here's Ritter. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, move.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, break.
2nd and 10.
Claws red. Ready?
Ritter now. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Blaster, 6. Ultra, go ultra. Hut, hut.
Ritter. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Oh, and now meanwhile on the tackle, some words back and forth. A penalty flag is out. Let's see what this is all about. Now 1st and goal. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
Black ultra. Red cycle. Ready?
Here's Ritter. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock, and they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go. We're good.
Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. DJ Moore, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about, not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Field, black. Black shot. Green jack. Hut.
Here's Ritter. That's caught by Blitz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Ritter wants to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Ritter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. All eyes on Fields. Flush to his right. That is caught by Herbert. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
Here's 1st down.
Just there. 11. Hey, 10.
Back to throw. Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
Go box, go box.
One last throw here for Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. Now he's free to midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On first down, Fields. To the sideline and incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Foreman takes it, headed right. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ritter back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This one left side caught by Patterson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To the air again, it's Ritter. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Ritter. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Moore, the man in motion. Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Fields on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, 66 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
There he goes left side. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ritter. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Ritter to throw it. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. Flush to his right. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Fields. Buying time to his left. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
First down, here's Ritter. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Ritter from the gun. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response?
One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now a first down throw. Fields looking deep here for Mooney. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Bears. Darnell Mooney. As the first half is winding down. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Santos with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Hey, full feet. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Ready?
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half.
And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ritter with it after the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here's Taylor on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have broken the tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. Touchdown, Falcons! Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run it on first with Foreman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Fields. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
In motion, Hollins. Ritter. Got a man complete to Miller. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And quickly they get to the line. Ritter now on second down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Robinson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Robinson again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Robinson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller. 27 yards. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Richie Grant. Down the sideline he goes. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On play action, here's Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Going play action, Ritter. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And my goodness, another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And one last throw here for Fields. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hey, thumbs up, alert. Hey. Crowd left, Yeti. Don't touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. The end result, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. Watkins diving. He's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down. Hurts. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Good for an Eagles. First and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Eagles nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Miami. Hey, easy, 63, 63, bad. No,
2nd down, here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there you made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
End of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 14.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. A handoff, Swift running to the left, fighting him off. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll drop to throw. And off balance chance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 67 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Mostert. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Mostert. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. He'll get that complete to Alberto. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Buying time to his left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Berrios. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Tua going to change the play. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get him down to the 47 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, Silver.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Go Silver, ready? 73. Crowd left, Yanni.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tua, the final shot before half, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Play action, now it's Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
63. Hey, let's go.
Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Eagles 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Dancing to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
That's good.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Hey, 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hurts. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
Hey, Silver. Go Silver, ready?
Hurts will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And the Dolphin first down.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And some room to run now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And oh, coughed it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Hurts on the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll get this up to about the 44. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
32 stinger.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
one-score game in the second half. Now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 38. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 3rd down at 5. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's 1st and goal. Gainwell is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to run with Gainwell. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game.
I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
This is caught inside the 15. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes second down. Once again, it's Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10.
63.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Here's second down and 3. Here now, third down.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their